Madam Secretary of State to the Ministry of Forestry and Wildlife, Your Excellency, the High Commissioner of Canada to Cameroon, Mr. Executive Secretary of Kuruba, Professor Mohan Munasinge, 2007 Nobel Peace Prize. Excuse me, please, if I happen to pronounce your name the wrong one.
Perfect.
Thank you. Representatives of Congo, Chad, Central African Republic, Rwanda, the DRC, and the United Arab Emirates. Mr. Director of the International Network of Model Forest Development Partners, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. It is with renewed pleasure that I'm with you once more at the end of 3 days of deliberations of the first conference on African model forests that has just held in Cameroon on the theme Emerging Africa, Governance and Change, Innovation and Green Social Business. The brainstorming and sharing of experience between all actors meeting here at the Yaoundé Conference Center for the past 3 days is undoubtedly proof of the willingness and commitment of Africa as a whole and Congo Basin countries in particular to overcome the great challenges of harmonizing issues of governance in the backdrop of an emerging and changing Africa. I believe that at the end of these 3 days of sustained discussions, you have been able to identify avenues for solutions to the issues raised and deliberated. This is a powerful message addressed to governments, civil society organizations, regional institutions, private business operators, communities, and all stakeholders involved in the sustainable and balanced development of our continent and planet Earth as a whole. Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, the time we spent together may have been short. However, you agree with me that it is not the duration of your stay here in Yaoundé that matters, but the quality of the discussions and most especially what you achieved at the end of this conference that is important. In fact, you had the opportunity to lay the groundwork for in-depth reflection on the concept of model forests and the role they may have to play to enhance governance and the emergence of Africa. I am optimistic that the outputs of the discussions that you have had during this conference will be permanently shared among you. They will certainly produce concrete results that will help strengthen partnerships between various actors and lead to tangible implementation of the Yaoundé Declaration that you have just adopted. The Ministry of Forestry and Wildlife of Cameroon is committed to support the implementation of the recommendations contained in this declaration, and most especially to enforce benchmarking as appropriately suggested by this August Assembly through the declaration you have just read. I believe that if all actors of the forest sector here present work together, we can effectively contribute towards the emergence of our continent. To conclude, I would like to thank all the participants in attendance for their presence and the quality of their output for the success of this conference. I once more like to thank the Government of Canada for its invaluable contribution towards the holding of this meeting. I also laud the African Model Forest Network for this initiative that aims at streamlining forest management Thanks to you, Yaoundé will always be remembered for its contribution towards the subject that brought us here. While wishing you a safe trip back to your respective countries, I now declare closed